Let's check up now on what's been going on with Zacks Large Cap Trader Service. Editor of the service, John Blank, sitting right here next to me, going to fill us in on everything that's been happening. So let's start with sector and regional concentrations. What are they right now, and how long are you going to stay with them? Are you going to make any changes in that area?
Yeah, so first of all, we're still in tech stocks. I've cut our position back, but I've gotten some emails about Western Digital in particular where we're going to sell this. I am still on board for the tech stocks and the semis in particular. I'm not going to go any further into them. I am on top of Western Digital and I may sell it, but I actually think it'll go back up again with everything else. So the second thing is YY is probably close to being on the chopping block within the next 2 weeks because we've had such a good run. People should be ready for that. The other thing is we're focused internationally still on Europe and to some degree on China. I might stay with that. I don't actually think that's the wrong answer for the next 6 months. It's been the right answer for the last 6 months. I'm still comfortable enough with that being the right answer. So my two concentrations in tech and in Europe, with an overweight to the outside the country, pretty strong there. I would say from my chief investment officer survey, the thing they added was small and mid caps are looking better now. We can't play those, but that would be the considered alternative to more international. We're just not going to go there.
So when it comes to individual stocks, how do you feel about cherry picking?
Yeah, cherry picking, a lot of people join this service and they just buy a few stocks. So I want to point out to somebody, that's okay, but I want to point out something further that's okay, and a part of the process of the large cap trader that is specific to the large cap trader. On Mondays of every week, I write the global week ahead, and then it becomes the Monday commentary that I later update that Monday.
Okay.
But why I do this is, I want you to basically use the week ahead. That Monday thing, log in the morning and use it, learn to use it for your trading all week. And part of that, I go through the Zacks ranks and pick 3 stocks that I like every week. So those of you that want to cherry pick or want new ideas, remember I'm giving you 12, 3 each week all month. And so I will probably do, if you're coming from the Right Rider Tracing Alert versus mine, I do a lot less trades. If you want to do, and I want you all to take a look at every Monday, those 3 stocks, learn them, and those are where else you can cherry pick.
So is that the major difference between Large Cap Trader and Reitmeister Trading Alert?
Right. The thing about you got to understand is I am the chief equity strategist. That's my main job. So I'm busy with that, and what the service is about is leveraging that strategist input all week, all month. But you got to understand that's my real job is not to run the service. You're taking advantage of my real job, which means I'm trading a lot less, right? You cannot expect me to really be in there every day calling things out because I just don't do it. Right? I just don't do it. I don't want people to think I do it because I don't. If you're, and by the way, we're up 30% in 10 months. We're well over we're well over our anything. So we're doing just fine. But you're not going to, if you need excitement and need a lot of trading, Taser and other services are the place to go, not this one. But the reason is you're really supplying insight from the chief equity strategist on top of showing you how, actually I'm going to move with the strategies that I have written about.
Okay. So for those who may not know, you also write a monthly strategy report for Zacks and then the U.S. Economic Monthly commentary as well. What can subscribers glean from those 2 commentaries in relation to this service?
Right. So we started the U.S. Economic Commentary this month, and you'll start to see this every first of the month. It's a 5-page report. And it's going to have 4 recommendations that are economic in the back about styles and things. So people should pay attention to this. But most importantly, the monthly strategy report is where I get most of the ideas. And I want people to get to the Zacks industry rank tables. They go by 10 S&P sectors, and there's 200 or 70, or I think 70 mezzanine level industries. But this is going to give you the flavor for learning what's hot and trying to think through things a little better. So the other thing about the monthly strategy report to read interesting stuff to read is only really the first 6 pages of the 25-page report. The other 6 or 7 sections are for reference. You should know what they do, the valuation part of it, the asset allocation part of it, the industry table part of it. And then the back part, the chief investment officer update on what they think. So my point is, you should know that I have, you do this. This is what I do the first week of every month, both of these things. And they are feeding the service. You should not feel like when you read the monthly strategy report that I'm giving you something else. I should show you how to actualize, implement the ideas with actual trades. That's how we're outperforming, because my strategy report is actually what's doing it. It is the Zacks strategy report that's doing it.
All right. So as long as I have you here, I have to take advantage of the fact that you're sitting right here. Let me ask you, what do you make of this August stock market?
Jeremy Mullen, our stock trader, he said that the volumes on the SPY, the S&P 500, are really, really low, 25 million a day versus 75, 100 million. So it's abnormally low. I think what his point, and I agree with him, is when markets get this high in value, there's not a lot of new money to put to work, and a lot of interest in putting new money to work. Mm-hmm. So the volumes are low because no one's selling, and they think the market's going to go higher. Mm. There's a lack of selling because I'll get even more, but there's a lack of buying too.
Not just that there's a lot of people on vacation this year.
No, it's more than that. That's what his point was. It's more than just August. It's this thing with the valuations getting so high. Yeah. Think about it in Facebook. You can buy Facebook for $160, $170, $180, and start your trade there. Well, I'm in at $30. I'll ride it to 180 and see if I can get to 200. But to put new money to work at this level, I'll think twice. And that's what's going on in the market. There's just not a lot of new money. And also, there's not a lot of reason to sell because the earnings are good, the story's good. So what you do when a story's good and earnings are good, you just keep riding the friggin' thing until it's over. Right. So I think what's going on is just on the people who are taking profits are not, and those who are looking for new trades aren't playing.
All right. Well, we thank you for stopping by.
Yep.
We'll see you again in a few months right here at the old television ranch. In the meantime, don't forget, read that market strategy report that John writes every month, along with the new economic report. And you won't want to miss his commentary for Large Cap Trader either, because there is where you get the day-to-day change in John's thinking, if there is any, regarding the market and the portfolio. With John Blank, I'm Terry Ruffalo.